Okay, guys, I'm going to be doing another coaching session today. This is today's client, TomatoDog. He's a silver Kayle main. So let's call this guy and see if we can get him in. Hello?
Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You hear me?
Yes, I can. Great.
Good, good.
So, how are we doing this?
We'll start out talking about some stuff, but how's your day going so far? You doing good?
Oh, for the most of it, yeah, but it's really warm.
Yeah, it has been very warm here as well. Uh,
uh,
okay, so I've had a quick look over your OPGG. I'm assuming we're going to be playing Kayle today.
yes.
Nice. I've played a lot of Kayle myself, so this is something that I think I'll be able to help with.
Great.
Um, so Kayle, what do you like about Kayle? What's good about Kayle?
I
Um,
don't know actually because I just tried playing her and I'm like, it works with me, so I just kept playing her.
okay.
There's
Like,
nothing that I dislike about her, and there's nothing that I really like a lot about her. So yeah.
okay, with the last client, I had a conversation about like what you think the strengths and weaknesses of your champion are. I think with Kayle,
Mhm.
it's pretty obvious, but if you want to go through that anyway.
Sure. I would go with I'll go with like weaknesses first. I think that the very first one, the obvious one, is like the early game.
Yep.
Uh, can be absolutely horrendous. Uh, Another thing is, I would guess, sometimes she can feel a bit squishy, but then again, we have Riftmaker to help with that. Yeah, and strengths. Well, she scales quite well, I would say.
Yep.
And she feels really nice in team fights and in split pushing. So yeah.
Yep. I think you're exactly right. She's really good in side lane, really good in team fights if she gets levels and items. Mostly levels. Level 16, obviously really
That's
important.
a big if.
Yeah, well, what we're going to do is try and show some ways that you can set yourself up for success and reach there. So the first thing that I want to say, looking over your OPGG, is that you actually win a lot when you play. You just need to play more games and you'll climb.
Oh yeah,
Um,
I know that.
so number one, just play more games. But number two, like your games all look pretty good, but the outlier to me is that you're playing Kayle and often your CS per minute is like 6, 5, 7, 6. Whereas we want like 9, yeah, 8 or 9
hmm
on Kayle.
Yeah.
Because she's such a economy reliant champion.
Yeah, yeah.
And I would imagine like a big amount of what we're going to talk about today will be wave control and how to get yourself these resources and what to do
hmm
to like get yourself high CS per minute because it's not as simple as just click minions. Like as KO, if the minions are in a bad place, you can't get them because people will just zone you off them. Especially
Yeah. Yeah.
as you get higher and higher in rank and the enemies get better and better, you'll start getting zoned really hard. So yeah. Also, your like rune lethal tempo, I think is really really good. Your itemization as well nashes into Riftmaker. I like. I think that Rageblade is bait, and Rageblade just isn't very good on her. Everyone sort of overreacted when it got revealed, but I still think
Yeah.
Riftmaker is better. The only thing that I do differently when I play Kayle is that in a lot of matchups, like let's see, like this one here, like Volibear can be pretty difficult early. Darius as well. I'll take Resolve instead of Sorcery,
hmm
and that bone plating in particular makes it a lot easier for you to lane.
hmm
But yeah, that's the only thing that I would change looking at that. So let's jump into a game and see how things go. If you want to share your screen.
All right. Come on. All right. There we go. The reason why I don't take there we go. I don't take resolve secondary is because I kind of want to play greedy and just scale well, with Gathering Storm.
Yep.
And even if it's gonna go, or even if I'll get a hard opponent, I'll just go fuck it. I'm low willow anyway. If my opponents are bad too, so right. So you can see my screen, I
Yep, I
suppose.
can see. Yeah, sometimes there's going to be a trade-off where you have to think of it as like how much AP am I going to get from Gathering Storm compared to like
hmm
how much more gold am I going to have by being able to lane better by having Bone Play. And a lot of the
Mm.
time, the bone plating is gonna just end up giving you more, because you're gonna get more creeps, you're gonna get more XP, you're gonna be further ahead
Mm.
or less behind, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I have tried Resolve previously, but yeah, I don't know. I just like I like being greedy, you know.
Yeah, well,
Um,
we're playing Kayle, so you can imagine.
yeah. Though one thing that they don't usually do, which I don't know. So I don't usually level 1 cheese with scale because
Hmm.
like I know myself, I know I'll I'll probably fail, so I try to play safe, you know.
No, that's good. I think the only thing I would
Because yes,
ever,
scale is very strong with level 1 with little tempo and D-blade. Yes, she
yeah.
is strong, but I am not.
Well, other champs are stronger as well. It depends on champion, and I think
Oh
a
yeah.
lot of the time it's not worth it to level one cheese.
Mm. Yeah.
And one thing you can look to do, if like let's say the enemy's leashing and you're not leashing, is you can look to drag the wave to
Hmm.
start a slow push into you, and that gives you like basically every time there's a slow push into you, you can just wait for the wave to hit your turret, and then you're gonna get like 2 or 3 waves, and once you get level 6, you're pretty safe on Kayle, and that's where you can start safely scaling. But I feel like 1 through 5 is the hardest levels.
Right.
Okay, what do
I
you ban?
mean,
That's one thing to talk about because it's
okay.
about time now.
I usually ban either Malphite or Tam Kench.
Okay,
Those two are absolutely disgusting.
Malphite is pretty hard, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't normally struggle with Tom Kench. Nasus is completely unplayable. I don't know if you play against Nasus much.
Uh, luckily, no. So I don't usually ban Nasus, nor
Okay,
Jax, nor Aurelia, to be honest. Yeah,
I
I'll
think
go with
Malphite is a
Malphite.
solid ban for Kayle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for this section, while we're watching your game live, I'll give you tips and stuff every now and again, but I'll not be talking
Mm-hmm.
too much because I want you to be able to focus. Like, I don't
Yeah,
want to
okay.
overload you with stuff. But if you ever want to say anything, it's really good because it gives me insight into like your thought process and what you're thinking. So
Yeah, sure.
that's why I like watching live.
Oh no. What's gonna happen now? Oh no. I swear that he's gonna like, oh, you banned me, yeah, so now I'll be in
Hmm.
the entire game.
Yeah.
No. No? Come on. Okay, it's fine. Hopefully it's fine. But in the meanwhile... Listen, wait. Because listen, I would expect him to gank me around, what, 3rd minute or so? Yeah, around like, what, 250?
Yeah, he can
Um,
often 3 camp into top gank.
yeah. Vlado. Allow. Ah, shit.
Okay.
Right.
I don't think Ilawi's bad at all. I think Ilawi's fine.
Right. Oops. Uh, right,
For some reason,
wait.
whenever I watch a Discord stream, it goes really blurry. And I'm trying to figure out why.
I wonder if I could do...
Maybe try
Uh,
lowering the quality so that it's like maybe instead of going blurry, it's like consistently like
right,
what
yes.
quality do you have it on? Try putting it on like
Well, right now it is
720 maybe.
720.
Oh right, keep it on
But
720
yeah.
then. If that doesn't work, I don't know.
Yes.
Apparently, I can try toggling hardware acceleration on Discord. See, where is this? Advanced. Oh, there we go. My Discord's gonna restart. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Hello, hello. All right.
Okay, well, maybe that'll help. Maybe not, but...
And we'll see. So far, let's see. Oh. Yeah, I don't think I will be able to play aggressive this game.
No, I
At
don't
least
think you're
laning
ever
phase.
really looking to play aggressive on Kayle. I mean, after 6, if you have a lead, then you can punish these melee champions like Alawi, but for the early game, you just want to hit 6.
Yeah. Right. Um, Did I still start with Skull or should I go with D-Shield? Because, I mean, I'll probably get poked a lot by Lau with her tentacles,
I think
but
Call is good, yeah.
yeah, I'll just be greedy. Oh, come on, it's at 100%. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know. I think about the wave management.
Yep.
Well, obviously, I don't know a lot about wave management, but I think I know, just enough to get around, you know. But the biggest problem for me is not, well, for example, yes, I know what the slow push, fast push, how to freeze.
Mm-hmm.
I think the bigger problem is I don't know when to apply that
That makes sense.
the knowledge, yeah, because sure, I can slow push, but I don't know when to slow push or when should I freeze or stuff like that. So what I usually end up is just freezing the entire leaning phase or trying to freeze it.
I mean, that's pretty good for Kayle. Like, what's ideal for Kayle in terms of like what the wave is doing? What do you think?
Probably being frozen under my tower, but
Yep.
yeah.
What's really, really bad if it starts happening for Kayle?
Pushing
Yeah.
towards the enemy
If the
tower.
if the wave starts slow pushing into the enemy, you're gonna need to do something about it.
Yeah.
And that's what we're gonna go through. Because there's a lot of tricks you can do to fix waves.
Mhm.
So I play a lot of Nasus. It's exactly the same on Nasus.
Right.
You want the wave coming to you so you can collect them. You don't want to be pushing because
Mhm.
both champions are pretty vulnerable to ganks. Like they have
Yeah.
no mobility really, no way to get out.
Though I wonder who is similar in like Kale's playstyle because she's been getting more popular lately
Mm-hmm.
because of the buffs and item changes. Yeah, and sometimes I see enemy picking Kale. I'm like, well, I wonder who am I gonna pick now. Um, I usually end up going with, I don't know, Gwen maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gwen is pretty similar. Like
Yeah. Also
they
same rift
both,
maker, usually
yeah,
same
they
runes.
build
Yeah.
similar items, similar runes, and they both want to scale.
Yeah.
So where are you walking here? What's the plan at level 1?
I don't know. I think I was thinking maybe I should ward enemy blue, but
The best thing you can do is just
should
stand in the
I?
tri-bush.
And the
Because,
Tribush, right?
yep, that's covering for the invade. Because on the map, there are 5 places that the enemy can invade through, and you have 5 teammates. So there's a thing called a standard spread. And what that'll be is your top laner stands in tri-bush, your
Mm-hmm.
jungler stands in that little gap where your mouse is now, yep, there. Your mid laner
Mm-hmm.
stands exactly where he is, so that he sees them if they try to go into these bushes in the mid lane.
Okay.
And then your AD or support will stand in that bush, yep. And then
And
your
here.
AD and support will stand there, yeah. And then you've covered
All right.
every entrance, and that's called a standard spread. So as the top laner, a lot
Interesting.
of the time you're going to want to stand right where you are.
Right.
And then the blue side version is that little entrance above the blue buff.
Mm-hmm. I suppose
Right there, yeah.
this one.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. That's fine. She's somewhere in the bush, isn't she?
Possibly. Or she could be leashing. I think that's a waste of a ward.
Probably.
Okay. Maybe she's AFK.
What? Okay. GG, I guess. There we
I
go.
guess we queue again. Wow, easy game.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, yeah, works for me.
Okay, you can queue again, and I'll try and figure out this Discord thing, because, I don't know, it's just determined to be blurry.
Right. I mean, I could stream better text readability, but then again, it's going to be like at 5 FPS, which is like horrendous, but the quality is good.
Okay, I found another Discord setting that can apparently fix it, so let's try that. So I go in here. Okay, is that it? Alright, we'll see if that worked.
Yeah, I don't know. The problem with Tom Kench is that it feels like he'll just poke the living shit out of me and I can't deal damage.
Well, you don't need to kill Tom Kench. You
Right.
scale so much harder than him.
True. But it's just weird. It's like I can't deal any damage at all. I'm like, okay, cool. Guess I'll just stand nearby my tower and hope that the enemy won't dive me, which usually what happens. Yeah, okay. Should I gamble and hope that the enemy is going to ban Malphite?
If you don't want to play against Malphite, just ban it.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Okay, I need to restart my Discord. Hang on. Okay, if that didn't work, then I'm all out of options. I've tried like every setting I can find to make it not blurry.
Darius, okay, I think that's somewhat manageable, though I'll...
Yep, it's playable.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to go Ghost.
Shouldn't I match his ghost with mine?
No, I think having TP is a really big advantage if you use it properly.
Alright.
You can still go sorcery if you want, but this is one of the matchups where bone plating is really, really good.
Like bone plating over growth, or...
I'd go unflinching into Darius for the slow resist.
Alright. Wait, slow resist?
Yeah, because his E and his W slow you. So
I see.
the slow resist unflinching
The
helps you
more I
get away.
know, I see. Alright.
So what do you normally buy? Like first back, what do you normally buy? What's your
Usually I go for boots.
Okay, good. Really good, especially against Darius. It helps with spacing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Anytime I just go for boots because yeah, the more attack speed I feel more kind of comfortable with farming and just playing in general.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then I go for yeah, I guess Nashers. And if I really, really need it, I guess Witsend. Um, yeah, and then Riftmaker, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Either Rabadon or Realize maybe.
Yep. So again, we want to cover the invade here. We don't just want to sit in lane doing nothing. The
Right.
game starts at 15 seconds, not, you know,
Mm-hmm.
1 minute 30 or whatever it is. Yeah, you can just sit here, and if you see them walk in, you just run like up to your tower.
Mm-hmm. Oh shit. Right. Um, I suppose I shouldn't be. Alright. Seems like they're all going bot, so I should be fine.
Okay, so one thing that's quite important against Darius level 1 is that he might look to sit in the bush and cheese you, right?
Oh, he will, he will.
Yeah, so you want, when you walk into lane, you want to walk in on top of your caster creeps, because that'll mean that if he hits you, your caster creeps will hit him. So you want to stay on them, and then you can just wait there until you see him. Okay, a little hard for me to tell what's going on because it's a bit blurry, but this is good. You just stay in XP range now. So because he walked in like that, the wave will start pushing. And all you have to do is sit in XP range. You don't need to get the last hits. They're not important.
Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. Already, alright.
Hmm.
But to be fair, I do have cool, so I would
Yep.
prefer getting last hits.
Oh, no, you don't want to ever greed for them. You just let them come to you. Like, if you don't die until level 6, you can get 10 CS per minute for the rest of the game. So all you have to do is get XP until 6, and then you can farm forever. So this is good, yeah, you just get them where you can, and you wait for the wave to come. And then under your tower, you'll try not to miss any of them. CSing under tower is kind of tricky, but you get used to it.
Mm-hmm. I think the trickiest part is the cannon minion, because sometimes you would think, oh yeah, the cannon's going to survive, but then it just dies.
Yeah. So what's going to happen once you've killed this big wave under your turret?
Uh, don't know, I suppose it will bounce back, or...
Yep, and that's not what we want. Okay, not the worst trade. So for now, focus on getting these last hits.
Oh, shit. Ugh.
Okay, that's really good. You dodged his E. So now you can like walk up and try to space his Q. Because if he ever tries to Q you, you want to make sure you're near your minions and you want to try and dodge it while his
Oh
E's on
god.
cooldown. So now,
Uh-huh,
because
I
you
see.
because you queued that wave, it's going to push really hard now, and now you're in a really awkward space. But I'll talk more about this in the review because it's a lot to focus on right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Uh, Mm. Really start pushing faster.
Okay. Rengar's top. You see him?
Yep.
So I think now you'll just base and teleport.
So mental warfare is always nice.
You don't ever want to do. You should have just based and teleported now. You don't ever want to do that. You don't want to type in chat that you can see. You've just told him that there's a ward in that bush. So now he knows that bush is warded. Like if you don't type that, maybe he sits there and just wastes time. Okay, Darius is pushing back into you, so yeah, now you can stay.
That is great. Oh, he's going back. Jesus Christ. I mean, if he's coming back, I wouldn't want to just walk up here, but it's fine. Ah, there we go. He's back in mid. Great.
So just let this wave come.
Should. Oh. Right.
It's not the
That
end of the
went
world
well.
because you have TP, but
Yeah,
the
this is
problem there
well.
is the wave is coming to you, so you don't need to walk up for it. You can just wait, and it will come to you. So yeah, it's like there's no way you can fight him in this matchup. It's not like you're making like mechanical mistakes. It's a decision making mistake.
Hmm?
Right now, Darius is basing right, so push this as hard as you can. The reason we're doing that is so that it bounces off his turret. Yeah, he's gonna base after he kills you. He's not gonna stay with no items. We might be a little slow now because you didn't start doing it straight away, but I can show you after in the review like how this would work. Because now I think you're gonna have to push the next wave too, and that might be difficult. See how if we were a little bit faster, we would have got it onto the turret?
Let's see.
But it's okay, you can auto this cannon and then Q the casters. Good.
Oh.
It's okay, that's pushing back into you now, because all the other minions are dead. So now you can back all the way off. Like, you don't need to be that far
Like alright.
And you can just...
Ah,
If he gives you the space to get the...
Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello there.
If he gives you the space to walk up and last hit the creeps, you can do it. But if he doesn't, then you just sit in XP range until... Oh, that... Okay. Go over that Q later.
Yeah.
You see the problem with that Q?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I just pushed the entire wave, okay.
Yeah. It's okay though, because the Darius is not... Like, the Darius is not good at wave control, so... The wave is coming to you again.
Unfortunately, I am not good either, so...
Do you know what Darius's mistake is? Like, what he's doing wrong that's making the wave constantly push into you?
He's last hitting, I would guess.
Well, he's last hitting, but he needs to last hit. But he's last hitting too early. Like, he's killing the minions when they're, like, you know, high health. So, he needs to wait until, like, the last tick.
Alright.
So, yeah, now you can just wait for this wave again.
What's going on in the chat?
Yeah, we're playing top lane, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Alright, Darius, get out, please. Thank you.
Good. Really good. Really good that you walked up there and held the creeps outside your turret. When you've got the wave here, you can ward the lane bush.
Lane bush, you mean that one or?
Yeah, that bush.
Alright.
Because there's no way you can get ganked from anywhere, so the best use of your ward is to see Darius. Because he might try and like run out of the bush and pull you or something. And also, especially against Rengar, actually, because Rengar can gank you from that bush.
Oh yeah, right.
So that ward's a lot
true.
better against Rengar than usual. So there weren't enough minions for this to freeze, so it's going to push back into him. So what are we going to do about it?
Oh, I don't actually know.
Well, we don't want to fast push this wave. There's two reasons for that.
No.
One, it's harder for him to freeze a giant wave that like builds up. And two, he might fuck it up again and push it into you again. And we can
Right,
wait and
so...
see if he does that.
Oh, nope. Nope.
Okay, so he's not fucking it up. It's not going to push into you. So now we want to push this wave. And we have a little bit of freedom because did he just try to E? It's a little bit laggy for me, but
I don't know. I think so.
you want to play around the cooldown of his E. Like, his E is the way that he gets you, right? Cool.
I mean, he's nearby.
Yeah, you could, because he's here, you could ping assistance and tell him to help you reset wave. Or you can just try and push this. I think, yeah, if you just queue those creeps, it's pretty hard for Darius to hold them. Oh.
Oh. Nope. No.
Okay, that's really good.
Right.
Wave's coming back into you now.
Yeah, do you wanna...
So we just wait.
Oh, do we really just... fine.
I think you go and ult the Yi, but
yeah.
you can't help too much more than that.
Come on! Bro, I did ult him, no!
Oh.
You know what? I'm just gonna... Oh man, alright. Ooh, right. It's fine. Could have went better, but...
It's okay, we have TP again, so we're not going to miss too much. Nash is definitely best, yeah.
Yeah, that 100%. Or... Do I have... No, never mind.
You don't need to TP here.
Alright.
W yourself when you run. Yeah, good.
Could I help you with
No.
Herald?
No, because your wave is bad. If your wave is good, then sure. But because your wave is bad, then no.
Alright. Can I try to freeze?
Yep. And because you're freezing, you can drop the thingy ward again. Bush ward.
Ah, shit. Goodbye.
You don't need to walk all the way up to the bush to ward it. You can ward, like, wards have range.
Yeah, I know, but it feels like it's worth have like, oh my god, what? No, it's gonna be another double kill for him. No. But
Okay. Now, okay, so your wave is pushing into him, right? But he's dead, so now is a really good time to fix that. So now you can crash into his turret.
just try. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, if you crash into the turret, the 90% of the time it's gonna slow push into you. The other 10% is gonna be like it's gonna meet in the middle. And both of those are fine.
Alright.
I think it's actually quite bad for you if you take the turret.
Yeah, because then... Or? Ah, it's fine. I'll just...
Okay. Well, you got Nash's now.
Yep. I was thinking... alright, I guess I'll... Something. Oh, they got the Drake, okay. That's fine. Hmm. Neat. Nope. Oh. Right. Oh no 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 no. Oh what? Oh, there's another one. Holy shit! All right. Ooh. That was scary. Nah, you know what? That's fine. Should I go mid and defend the tower, or I don't know?
No.
All
So
right.
what did we do last time Darius died? We fixed our wave, so it's coming back into us, right? And it
Yeah.
was moving away from us there. So we definitely want to fix it again. And
I
fixing
wonder
it,
if I could
annoyingly,
just.
that turret is gone, so you have to take the next one to fix it. You have to push it all
Yeah.
the way down there, which makes your life more difficult for a while. But
Uh
it's
huh.
okay. You're level 11 and you're not really behind, so you're chilling. So now
Am I
you're back
not?
up. No, you don't.
Damn.
You don't want to hit turret here because Darius is alive. He's coming back. You want a base and you want to get your items.
He is ghosted. All right. I'm sure.
Okay. I mean, he's just dropping the entire wave. I think that's fine for you.
Nope.
You can just queue
Not
him.
today.
Yeah. Like, the entire wave died to the turret. You have flash still. You stride break at nothing. You don't even have to flash. That's perfect. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't.
I
You
mean,
don't
sure.
need to
Okay.
base now if you don't want to. You could wait for the wave. Oh no, basing's fine.
It would be nice to get one of
Yeah.
these.
Yeah. Grab one of those.
I'm not sure if leeching lyric can do much really
No, get the
because
blasting one.
yeah. Uh, right.
Could have waited
I
like
still have
5 gold for a ruby
TP.
crystal, but it's fine.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, it's fine. Let's see. They are getting near the dragon.
Okay, here we're gonna do. I'm gonna show you something. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure once this wave hits your turret, make sure all of his minions are dead before your next wave gets there.
Oh Jesus! Oh my God! Nope.
Surely he can't die of you, right? So like, kill his minions as fast as possible. Nuke them all down. I'll show you why this is good. Okay, so now don't hit the next wave.
Okay.
What's gonna happen, instead of it pushing back into him, because you killed them all fast enough, it's gonna meet in the middle. So if he gets one last hit, if he does anything, it's gonna start coming to you again. Because he's
Oh
gonna.
Jesus! Get their hits.
Oh, yeah, you got.
Good boy. Nope.
Good ult.
No 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 no.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I could try to. Nah, I'm fine.
Ah, just collect your wave. It's coming to you.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I'm
now you
fine.
can do exactly the same thing again. You can
Nope.
kill it before your wave gets here, or you can hold it maybe.
Guess I could hold it, but it's fine. There we
Okay,
go.
yep, you killed it before your wave got there. So now you can base.
Right.
I think it's really risky to take. I mean, Rengar's bot, so we know he's not there, but Darius could still just be in the bush and
Yeah.
still.
Right. Should I go to Drake instead because it's up and oh
Um,
well
you
they
just
just
go
took
top
Ranger's
because
life.
they just killed
Yeah.
Rengar, so they're gonna get Drake without you.
Yeah.
So there's two things you can do, and both are valid. I think walking to Drake and then TPing top after Drake is best, but you can also walk top, get the wave, and then TP Drake. Both of them are fine, but I think it is best to walk. But it's situational.
Right. Our enemies are tilted. That's very good news for us.
Yeah.
That's
So
very nice.
move your camera to Darius here. You want to watch what he's doing with the wave. So it's coming to
Right.
you. So you don't need to walk up like this. It's gonna come to you. And now you can freeze it. Be careful when you're freezing as Kayle, because once you get your stacks, you're going to start doing AoE, and that's going to push it back to him. When you're freezing like this, you always want to ping missing to your mid laner.
But he'd alert on mid. I suppose they see that already. Shit.
Yeah, but like when you have the intention of doing a freeze, you should also have the intention of like, the thought process is like, I'm going to freeze, he can roam. And since he's roamed now, he's roamed and died, so you can push deep.
All right.
Yep.
Hmm.
We get one more wave, and then probably go and get Riftmaker.
I think I can get it now, yeah.
Yep, you get this wave, it'll bounce off the turret. And while it's bouncing off the turret, there's no minions for you to get, so while you're waiting, you just base and get your Riftmaker.
Right, now, I'm not too far behind, so I suppose Raven would be nice,
Well,
but then again,
start walking
slow
back to
Darius.
lane. Because you're wasting time right now, so start walking back. You're not going to buy anything else now, you can think about it while you're walking. And W as well.
That's for
If
me.
you end up with enough gold to buy needlessly large rods, I would go for Death Cap. If you don't, then we can think about something else to buy.
Yeah, alright.
So now you're just
Usually
going to
I
go
go
top.
realize,
That
but
wave's coming into you, you can collect it.
is he gonna?
You can maybe kill him here, yeah.
Oh, he's actually trying us. Oh god. Ah, Jesus Christ. Oh, all right. Jeez, what's going on? What's the ping?
Just push here. Just push. Darius is dead.
So I am worried about Twitch and Rengar, but our team should.
What you want to do as Kayle is you want to get the wave and then move to your team, and then get the wave and then move to your team. You want to be focusing on getting yourself the XP. You could just base and get a needlessly large rod here.
Man.
If he walks into you, you win. Okay.
I'll try to not risk it. Wait, Twitch was nearby. Oh,
okay.
shit.
Where are you gonna go from base? What's the plan from base? Where are you gonna go?
I mean, I don't see any important objectives, but there are no team fights either, so I don't know. I think I'll just push mid tower or something.
You definitely want to be collecting side lane waves as Kayle.
Alright.
It's either going to be top or bot. I mean, Nico's already bot. But wait, no, Nico's your support. There's no wave bot, so I guess top is nice for you. But the bot wave's going to come eventually, and Baron is up. Press tab. How long until Drake?
Drake at like 1.5 minutes.
Oh, okay, yeah, top is really good then. Basically, you want to be thinking about using your teleport to impact the... Like, Darius can't come and side lane against you and also go to Dragon. If he comes and side lanes against you, you can back off, teleport to Dragon, and you just take it 5v4. And there's no way they can... Like, teleport is OP. It's, like, necessary for top lane.
Oh, so, Darius, are you coming towards me?
Yeah, and you have time to kill the wave and then get out.
Oh. Not today. Do you want to...
Now you're not going to be top, right? Because the wave's all the way there. You're waiting for it to come back. So yeah, you want to go and do something with your team now. This is your time to move. And then when the wave comes back...
I mean, I don't like the Drangers really nearby and we're just taking...
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they know. I think this is fine.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Alright, and then we just go and help those.
Yep. You want to look at the fight you're running to, by the way. You don't need to look at your character, though.
Oh, God.
Just be ready to ult the Yi. He's kind of your win condition right now. Yi Kayle is disgusting.
If they will get ahead, then yes, but... I guess I'll just stay AFK. I don't know. I'm not sure what to...
Okay, go and push mid now, because the Yi's going to get Drake by himself. If they need you to get Drake, then the best thing you can do is Drake. But since he's going to get it anyway... You want to be thinking about, like, what's the best way for you to get experience. And here, you're getting experience, but you're also doing something useful. You're taking the turret. You need to back now because they've respawned.
Mm-hmm.
You can look to take their jungle while all their waves are shoved in. That's a really good thing you can do
This
with your
jungle
time as
or
Kayle. Yep.
yeah. Right.
And I think this camp gets you death cap, right? It should be 2350.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Oh, that. How are you doing there? Oh well. Okay. No one is. It's fine. I don't need void cap, void staff. I'll go visualize. Or we are quite far ahead, so maybe Lich Bane actually.
Yeah, I mean, again, it doesn't really matter for now. You want to get back out on the map. Instead of sitting in base thinking about what you're going to buy, like start walking and then think.
But now that every lane is quite pushed and we took every tower, where should I go? Should I just like team fight or?
You go. Oh, I mean, the game might just end, but generally what you do is you get side lane pushed and then you group, and then you get side lane pushed and then you group. So side lane is pushed, so now you can be grouped.
Okay.
But as soon, like Darius is pushing this now, so you see that he's pushing it, so now you'll start heading top to go and catch that wave.
Right.
And you keep doing this, and then you'll be level 16, and then you just kind of kill everyone because you're Kayle with Death Cap and level 16.
But without hands.
The hands come. You just play lots of games, and you'll get good
Yeah.
hands. So now, yeah, you
Oh,
just push
he
this
was
wave.
nearby.
I
mean,
think you're stronger
in the
than his.
bush.
And now you walk the safest way back to your team. You don't need to, like. Do you know how to
Okay.
tell where the minion wave is gonna be? Oh, I'll let you
Oh
fight
shit!
this
Nope.
Darius first.
Nope. 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 Good. Oh, really? Really? Really, dude? Really? Like, man, I don't want to fight you. Should I just? Nah, it's fine. Ranger was. He's still here in the bush, I think. No, maybe not. Um. I'm just enjoying the view, really. I'm not sure what's going on. Right.
Now that they're dead and you have numbers advantage, now you can put. Oh, Darius is still there. What the hell? I thought he would have based.
Not anymore. Oh, Twitch was nearby. Great. Nah. Jesus Christ. Oh shit. No. Oh god. I missed my ult. I'm sorry, Nico. Oh, gee. Oh. Right. Do you know what? That's enough for me. Um. Can I?
Right, where are we going from this?
I suppose we
Oh,
can just end, really. Hopefully. Or?
I think that might be difficult.
Now that I look at it, yeah, it might be difficult, yes. Or can I just try to... Nah, never mind. Okay, okay, fine, fine. Mm. We could either go Drake, either just try to end, really. Alright, alright.
Yeah, you can easily solo Drake, so you can keep putting pressure on them. But, I mean, getting Baron will just win you the game here, because you have 3 inhibs with Baron. So I would start spam pinging Baron.
Alright. Great. Oh, Nico, what?
Yep, just do Baron with you. You don't need to fight anyone. You actually don't need to kill anyone to win this game anymore. You just take the Baron and then you just walk in their base and just stand there and you'll win.
What I have noticed quite often is that in many games, one of my teammates just gets hit so much that I'm just getting carried. And I mean, it's not really a bad thing since I don't really need to do that much because I'm getting carried by someone else. But
yeah, and it's normally jungle, and that's just how League is. Jungle is really impactful, and top lane isn't. But if you can be as impactful as possible, if you're more impactful than the enemy top, every game, if you play 1,000 games, you will climb.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a pretty good game. There's a lot we can learn from it, which is really good. Do you know how to send me your replay file?
They're saved somewhere, but let's see.
So you'll go into like where the highlights are.
Oh, let's see. That was the. Let's see. It's gonna tell him somewhere here where the replays are located or not. Oh, there we go. In documents. Okay, great.
Yeah, so if you send me, I'll put my Google Drive folder there. If you put your replay in that Google Drive, and then I can get the replay up.
Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of. Wait, was it? Okay, I suppose it should be this one, yes. There we go. Just upload it.
Okay, thank you. Download this. And here. Here. Properties. Okay. Now I should be able to open this on my end. There you go.
Yes, I can see that.
Good. Okay. So level 1, not a lot's happening. I think Cull is fine. I think we can be a little bit more defensive and go like D ring or D shield against Darius as well.
Yeah.
It's quite a hard lane. So yeah, he's bush choosing here, but we're standing on our creeps level 1, and so here we'll see the reason for this. So as he walks up,
they will start attacking him if you attack me.
If he hits you, yep. I mean, so they don't actually hit him, but if you were slightly closer to them, they would. But he's hitting all your creeps and you're not hitting his, so let's keep the camera here. Let's put it on Darius because he's the one that's going to be still on the wave. So yeah, right now all you want to do is sit in XP range and the wave will come to you. So that's what you end up doing. And you want to just watch, you want to figure out how much space he's giving you. Also, one thing you can do is start with Q at level 1 and use Q to kill the first 3 creeps. It's a lot better than going with E. But yeah, just picking up the occasional CS with E and Q where you can. And then now, you want to CS as many of these under the tower as you can, once it crashes. And this is, I mean, getting hit by that E there is bad, because you lose a lot of health. But this is a very natural way that this lane plays out. Like, this is kind of expected to happen, is that Darius pushes wave 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, and then it bounces off the tower and starts going back into Darius. And this is the hardest part of the lane. Like, this now is the hardest part of the lane, is when it starts pushing back into Darius, but you're not level 6 yet. So, because now we want this wave to not be pushing into Darius.
Okay.
So, do you have any ideas of what we can do to make that happen?
I would guess either maybe like I don't know, somehow get the enemy minions' attention to us, so they start attacking us. Kind of. I don't know.
Well, that will make it
Um.
push even more because his minions aren't killing
Oh
yours;
yeah,
they're
right,
hitting you.
right. I guess vice versa, then somehow get our minions' attention on Darius, so
That's
they'll
really good, yeah.
switch. Yeah.
So, if we have bone plating, which we don't because we got hooked earlier, but if we
Mm-hmm.
didn't take that bad trade, what we could do is we could take that trade now and make sure that we're stood
Mm-hmm.
in our wave. And what that will do is that, like you said, your minions will start attacking Darius, so the wave will naturally push, but also he's going to Q, and if his Q hits all these minions, the wave's going to push into you again.
Right, I see.
So you can get him to use his spells on the wave. This is something you can do. You can do it against Gwen. You can do it against like Ornn, Sion. You can do it against all of these champions that have these AOE spells. You
Yeah.
can
Okay.
make them push into you by standing on your creeps.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have bone plating, so we can't really take that trade. So the wave's going to build and it's going to slowly push into him, and then we're really vulnerable.
I don't know why I used Q there.
Yeah, there's a few times where you use Q just without
Just
really.
because,
You really want to
yeah.
think about your Q usage. I'll show you after we review your game. I'll show you a game of me playing Nasus against Darius where I use all the same concepts, and hopefully it makes a lot of sense actually seeing it rather than me just talking about it. Also, there, like, it's a small thing, but you want to save your E. Like, if you're only going to get one of those two minions, you want it to be the cannon.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you're healthy, you've got bone plating. So I think you can contest this wave. As soon as you're not healthy or you're out of mana and you don't have your bone plating, it gets really difficult. But, at that point, because you're running teleport, you can just base and teleport. So here, Rengar's coming, and what you did here is you backed off and you sat and you wasted time and you typed to Rengar. That's really bad. Instead of that, you could have just recalled, bought items, got full mana, teleported back, and you'd be full mana. So you'd have all your mana back to be able to queue the wave to try and get your CS. You'd have item advantage, and Darius can't base TP because he's running Ghost Flash. That would have been a much better use of time. But instead, we're just stood AFK here. Now, Darius, for some reason, decides to push the wave back into you. So now you can just wait and catch this wave again. I have no idea why he does this. It's absolutely terrible for him to do that. But, like, capitalizing on these mistakes is what's going to help you climb. Every mistake the enemy makes, if you don't make those mistakes, you're better than them and you'll climb. So,
I mean, yeah, but I think the climb is just making less mistakes than an enemy, but yeah.
pretty much.
I didn't realize that, typing would
Nah, it's just a waste
affect
of
the
time.
game so much, yeah.
It doesn't
Yeah.
affect, like, it's just a waste of time. There's no point doing it. So yeah, now you can just sit in XP range. It's basically like what was happening at level 1, when you're just waiting for the wave. You just sit in XP range, which, XP range is like, you're just in XP range for this minion. But I don't think you're
it's
in
like,
XP range for
one
this one.
screen somewhere-ish?
Yeah, just about. And now you're level 6, so now you don't even need your E to last it. I mean, the wave's a little bit too far away for you to last it. If you walk up, you can get ghosted on. That's something you always need to think about. But you can just wait, because this wave's coming into you. Like, you understand, if I showed you here, you just walk too close. You got greedy for the cannon. But if I showed you a wave, like, do you understand how waves work? Like, if I showed you an example of a wave, you could understand like what it's gonna do. So, for example, what's the wave gonna do here? If nobody does anything, what's the wave gonna do?
I would guess that... Okay, Darius has more minions than I do, but those extra minions are like pretty low on health, so I think it's still gonna push towards me.
Why is it gonna push towards you?
Because Darius has more minions than I do, and, well, my minions will die faster.
Okay, let's pretend this minion doesn't exist. This one here.
Okay.
So the minion number is the same. Then what would happen?
Oh, I mean, then my minions will push towards him because his minions are way lower in health.
Okay.
Mm.
What will actually happen is that his wave will come towards you. It will push
In
into
any
you.
case.
It will push into you anyway, even if this minion is dead. Do you know why that is?
Not sure why.
Okay, so imagine a line where the minions meet. So can you see my mouse at the minute?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so when the lane starts, the line is like here, yeah?
Yes.
If the line is towards his side of the lane, it's going to push to you. If the line is towards your side of the lane, it's going to push to him. And the reason for that is that these minions, like the line is here, right? So it's not about these minions, it's about these minions that are coming.
Oh.
They're going to get here quicker because it's a shorter distance from here to here than it is from here all the way up to here. And because they get here quicker, they start hitting first, so they start killing your minions, and then there's like a big minion number advantage, right? So we can
Right. And that's why it was
and that's
a
why
bit
it'll
bad
push
taking
into
the
you.
tower.
Yeah, so that's why
okay.
like this is gonna come into you anyway. You don't like here the minion health is basically identical. It's very, very similar waves, but because the line is here on his side of the lane, you see how these minions, they need to go this far, and then they're gonna start pushing. Your minions need to come all the way up here, all the way up here, all the way up here, and then they'll start hitting.
Right, okay.
So we'll actually see it happen, I think. You see his minions are now here. They're starting to hit. They're killing minions. Your minions are still all the way back here. So yeah, there's no reason for you to walk up for that cannon, and you just die for free. I think you're dead even if you ult his ult. He still has flash and ghost.
Yeah.
But it's okay because we have TP.
And I think his ult resets if it doesn't, well, yeah, work out on my ult. So yeah, he would just ult me for the second time.
No, his ult only resets if he kills someone.
Okay, I see. I thought it was like Caitlyn's ult where it just goes on like lower cooldown.
Nope, Caitlyn ult will also go on full cooldown if you ult it as Kayle.
Oh, is it full? Oh, alright.
Okay, remember when we TP'd in here? So this happens, and then as we TP'd in, I told you to push as fast as you can. So why do you think I told you to push as fast as you can? So what is this wave doing? What's going to happen with this wave?
My wave or just the wave in general?
The wave in general. If no one touches any minions, what's going to happen?
Well, I suppose it's going to push out towards the middle, I guess.
And that's because
my minions are closer to the meeting point is closer towards my tower.
Yeah, the meeting point is here, so it's going to push towards him. But you don't want the wave to be pushing towards him. You want it to be coming to you so you can collect it. If it's pushing towards him, you have to walk all the way up here to last hit, and he can just run you down the lane and kill you. So we need to reset the wave. We need to get it coming back into us. So how can we do that? Right. What's the best way to do that?
Well, yeah, just kill both of the waves so they will meet in the middle of the game, I suppose.
If you kill this wave, then this wave will run into the tower and kill it, and then yeah, they'll meet in the middle again. So that's why I want to push as fast as possible. But if you remember, we were a little bit slow on it. And you can see how if you started doing it straight away, the wave would have gone into the turret. But because we're a bit slow, it meets here instead of here. And we have to push this wave as well. But it's okay, we still get this wave crashed. And now we're back in a situation where we can just wait for the wave again. And a lot of these matchups where you're Kayle and they're Darius, like they have to get ahead and you just have to scale. And this is what winning looks like. Even though it doesn't really feel like you're doing anything, you're winning by doing this. By just keeping these waves coming into you, you keep collecting the waves and not giving them any opportunity to kill you. Now, the CSing can definitely be optimized. I don't think you should be down this much CS. Like, you're just naturally missing a lot. But that, like, I don't think there's much I can say to coach you other than just practice. Like, the more you practice, the better you'll get. So don't worry about that. Just keep practicing it and you'll get better at it.
I mean, it's summer, so I have more time
good,
to practice, yeah.
But yeah, the idea of like playing the waves like this is like the core concept that will let you win or like let you scale in lane against pretty much any champion. Because you see how there's nothing he can do to stop you farming this wave now. You're just going to farm it, and nothing Darius can do about it. Do you remember when we get into this position with the wave here, like frozen? What was the thing that I said you should always do, or you should always think about doing?
I don't remember, no.
Okay, so a lot of the time when the wave is frozen, if the enemy doesn't feel like they can break
ping,
it,
yes.
yeah,
Right.
they might go and roam mid. So you want to ping mid and just say, like, especially when Darius ran into this bush and you didn't see him anymore, you like pings are really important in solo queue. Chat like typing is bad, but pings are really good.
Right, I see.
Okay, now the freeze broke. You see how this is pushing into him again?
Yes.
For the same concept, like the meeting point. So now we need to somehow reset this again. So we have two ways we could do this. One is to build a slow push and try and crash it into the turret. Why is building a slow push better than just trying to push this?
Because we will have more minions in general, and it's going to be harder to stop the wave.
Yeah, that is exactly right. Perfect. So yeah, one is we could build a slow push, or two, we could use. You remember we can use our bone plating to trade with him inside the wave so that he pushes into us. So we can do either of those two things. Or we can just wait and see. Like, if the other thing that I said is if you're building a slow push, which is what we're choosing to do, maybe he'll just fuck it up on his own as well. Maybe we don't even have to do anything.
That might work, yes.
Okay. Now that he doesn't have E, you see his E is down for 15 seconds. I would normally use that time that he doesn't have E to push the wave. Because he can't do anything to you when he doesn't have E. His entire champion relies around pulling you in with the E. So now I would try to push this wave and crash it into his turret. Because if we were pushing, we could still be pushing. He's back up now. But by now we could have killed all the minions, you know?
Okay, I see.
Although the next one is going to come. But now, I think on this wave, we really want to crash it. Because it's all the way up here now. So we want to get this into the turret so that it bounces back. So, like, one thing that I'll do a lot as Nasus is, like, here, I will say, I'm going to crash this wave. You could trade with me, you could take 80% of my health. I don't care, because I'm going to crash the wave and I'm going to recall anyway. What's important to me is that I get the wave coming back into me. What's important is not that I am high health.
Okay.
You get Rengar ulted, you flash away. It's good. You survive the gank. Now Rengar has no ult. Okay, yeah, I remember what happened here. You remember what the problem was here?
Not sure. Was it... Or this fight was a bit problematic, but yes. I think I missed my ult on Yi. So I think I should have just ulted him earlier.
Yep, I think that's what I was going to say. You don't need to wait so long. Like, one thing that is often like misunderstood about Kayle is that you don't have to ult to save someone. You just have to ult to prevent
the damage, yes.
Yeah, you could prevent damage when he's full health, you could prevent damage when he's low health. It prevents the same amount of damage, and he's going to kill them anyway. So I think you should just ult Yi earlier there while he's... and you'll kill them both. Let's speed up a bit. Oh. My Discord crashed.
Great. Right. I could restart, I guess, the sentence. Yeah, it's a really bad habit from when I just start playing Kayle, and I always used to ult at the very, very last moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's really satisfying to ult at the last moment. It feels good.
Yeah, but then again, it's like I did learn later that it's better to just ult right before that sudden burst of damage to save the, save someone.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just a bad habit I have to work on.
So far, when you're actually fighting people, you're auto moving, you're kiting and stuff, it's all pretty good. I don't think you need to focus too much on that.
Really? Thank you.
It doesn't look bad at all.
Great.
If you if you master like getting the waves in the correct place so that you're putting yourself in good situations, and you like, how many CS do you think you missed this game by just not clicking them correctly?
Oh, I would say around like 80 or so.
I don't think there's
That's
been
nice.
80, but it's probably around 30 or 40. So
Yeah, but
like,
that's still a lot.
you could, yeah, if you just didn't miss them, you could be the same CS as Darius, even though it's a lane that Darius is supposed to win. Like,
Right.
he's not really had many like, you made a couple of mistakes where you walked too far forward, but because of like the way the waves go, you scale up anyway. So the main things to practice on are like figuring out these wave manipulation like tips and tricks and practicing those,
Right.
and then just keep playing games so that your CSing gets better, because it's just something that,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if you just play and play and play and play, it will get better and better and better, and yeah, you'll improve.
Yeah. The thing is a reason to why you can see that like I have like one game per month or so.
Yeah.
Is that most often when I was, oh yeah, I feel like playing League today, but then again I don't feel how should I phrase it, like I don't feel confident enough in myself to play ranked, so I just go like play ARMS or something. Then that's about it. Then like once a month, oh, you know what, I feel good enough to play like one ranked game, and that's about it. Yeah. I mean, it went well, I guess, if I have like, what was it, like 70% win rate.
Yeah.
But it's just very slow, but yeah. Alright, but yeah, I guess I'll play more games.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing to focus on for you right now. So if we jump from there into a replay of me playing Nasus that I wanted to show you, where I used these things, because I don't want to give you like, I could go into mid game and late game as well, but I feel like then I'm just telling you too many things to focus on. Whereas for now, I think if you get good at the wave control and CSing, then naturally as Kayle, you're going to be in a really good position to
Okay.
win the game. So let's see, where's Nasus Darius? Here we go. Here's the Oh, and this I'll show you some stuff that I do with Nasus E that you can do with KLQ as well in this matchup. So you see here he's trying to
He was at the circle that
the
just.
circle, yeah. So I
Yeah, right.
can't just walk up and stack my Q against Darius, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna E these creeps, but very importantly, something that you want to make sure you do with KLQ as well as Nasus Q. I don't want these. You see these back minions? I
I
don't want.
don't know. The stream is paused.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
Let me fix that for you.
There we go.
Now I see. Yeah, so you see Darius is zoning me. So there's no way I can walk up and stack with my Q. So I'm going to take E, and I'm going to E these creeps in a way that, like, if I'd E'd here, so these were in it, then the wave would start pushing into him. But I really don't want that. And like at level 1, you can do that with KLQ. You can get all 3 of those, but you want to line it up so that it doesn't hit the casters, so that it starts coming into you. And I'm going to, like, it'll look very much like the Kayle game you just played, you know? Like, you see how it looks the same? I'm not really doing much. I mean, if he walks into me, I'm gonna trade back.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm just waiting for the wave, because I'm gonna get this wave eventually.
Okay.
Let me put this on 2 times speed, and I can walk you through. So there, I'm just getting some creeps with my E. Doesn't stop it coming into me. You see how I E'd off to the side here, so that the cannon isn't in it, these casters aren't in it, but I'm just grabbing the CS that's low. So that's what you want to be thinking about with your Q. It's like, how can I only hit the creeps that I want to last hit? I don't want to also hit the other creeps, because I want the wave to come to me. So like here, this cannon, I mean, now the wave's so big that it's going to come to me no matter what. Also, Darius is walking up, so I'm going to miss the cannon anyway. But this is like a Diamond 2 game, so the Darius is quite good at denying creeps. Oh, the cannon actually lives, that's nice. So now I'm in that situation. You remember, it's exactly the same wave, actually. It's the wave, like wave 4 just crashed into the turret.
Yes.
And now it's bouncing back into him, and it's awkward. So it's kind of hard for me to deal with. And I'm going to do what I told you to do. I'm just going to base and TP back with full health and full mana. I'm going to get those 2 before I go.
Right.
And this is one thing, like, you know, if your Qs are ever hitting Darius, like, Nasus E is a lot better at this than Kayle Q, but like this guy's low and I'm full health and full mana because I have TP, he has Ghost Flash.
Okay.
But yeah, this wave again, just now that it's pushing into me. Oh, why am I Eing it? I think that E was bad, to be honest. Like, I should just not E and let it come to me. Okay, this is something you can't really do as Kayle. Now I'm getting really aggressive with my E. I'm poking him out,
Okay.
but I don't think Kayle can do this. But yeah, the concept is the same. You see how I'm like letting the waves come to me, and
Okay.
now he's gonna recall. Well, I'm not gonna let him, but
And
if we skip forward,
are you maxing E?
I'm maxing E. Yeah, this is what I do on
Okay.
Nasus.
Right.
But yeah, so after he recalls, I also recall. So like whenever you crash a wave into a turret, you can just recall and get free like items and come back to a wave that's pushing into you.
Yeah. Okay.
So now this wave's coming into me, and you'll see I'll repeat the gameplay pattern of just like wait for the wave to come. I don't really do anything. See, I'm never walking into like here at level 6. You walked up and you got hooked.
Yes.
But I'm never doing that because that's the only way he can do it. He can't do anything to me if I don't walk up and get hooked. Now it's going to start slightly pushing into him again, but he pushes it into me, so I just sit here and I just farm. And this is basically the entire game. For this one, I also do it another hard lane, which is like also hard for Kayle, is Aatrox. I do pretty much the same thing against Aatrox.
I think Atrix is a more or less fine lane for Kayle.
Really?
I mean, as long as you're avoiding those Qs, it should be fine, but
I don't think you can avoid them if Aatrox is good. His E pretty much guarantees that it hits because you don't have a dash. But yeah, you see how here... Okay, so here I'll show as well something that I'll deliberately do against a lot of champs. So watch where I stand here. You see here? Right now, I think? Yeah, so he's queuing me, I'm letting him queue me because I'm on my minions. So he's pushing. So now that I've done that, I can back off, and this wave will just come to me. Yeah, how I'm now playing really patient and just letting it come to me. And it's these little things that, like, if you put them all together, you'll just keep collecting free waves. Like, he goes in on me there. Aatrox can do that, Darius can't, but the wave's still coming. I'm still collecting minions, where normally Nasus can't really farm in this lane. So I'm going to type to you in Discord so that you can remember the top, like, the main things. So one, you've got crash wave, like, one, use Q to farm, but don't hit unnecessary minions to avoid pushing the wave. 2, we've got be very patient when the wave is pushing into you. Wait for the wave to come. And then 3, how do we reset the wave once it starts pushing into them? So you got 3A, slow push and crash it, can ask jungle for help. For 3B, we have, let me actually put this here so that it's on the screen. 3B is we can use bone plating or just having full HP to trade in our wave, making them push into us again. Then 4, I think this is the last one. If they crash the wave, see if you remember this from earlier, if they crash the wave and you kill the entire thing under tower before your wave arrives, it will become a neutral wave again. You remember that?
I think I do. Yes.
So there was a time where Darius crashed the wave into your turret, and I said, kill this wave as fast as possible.
Right. Yes.
You killed it all before your wave arrived. So because there was no waves from either team, they met in the middle again. Instead of pushing back out, they met in the middle.
Right. Yes.
So those are the tips for like getting the waves to come to you, and this will help you safely farm in every single matchup as Kayle. You can use this in literally every matchup in the game. So practice those, and practice just get more consistent with your CSing. I think if you do that, every single game you're going to have more XP, you're going to have more gold, and you're just going to feel a lot stronger. And then from there, you can start working on other things. But I think these are the best things for you to work on right now, like in your case.
Okay. Right. I see.
Sound good?
Yeah, it does sounds great, to be honest.
Nice one.
And just for the fun of it,
Yep.
what do you think? What rank can I reach? Just for the fun of it.
I don't really see glaring mechanical issues from you, like in your play. I mean, there's the stuff like ulting too late. But
Yeah.
I think if you get good at this, I think you'll pretty easily hit platinum.
Whoa! That's a bit too far. That's a bit too far stretch, I think.
No, I like obviously you're gonna have to practice a lot, but if you practice these things, once you're good at CSing, once you're good at the wave control, Kayle, the hard part of Kayle is getting through the lane phase, and this is the stuff that gets you through the lane phase. So if you get really really good at the hard part, then I think platinum will just sort of come. But to get like higher than platinum as Kayle, you're then gonna have to get really good at all the little things, like really good at the like attack moving, really good at ultimate timings, things like that.
Right.
But I think if you get really good at these things, then platinum is for sure achievable.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to
So
know.
I'll keep an eye on your progress, and then later down the line, after you've practiced this a lot, we can take another look and maybe do another session and see how it's going, and then look for like, once you've pursued this goal for a while, look for something new to pursue. I think the best way to improve is to pick something, get really good at it, and then pick something else, get really good at that, and then pick, rather than trying to learn everything at once. So, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. But was that all for the session, or?
Yeah, we'll finish this session here. But before you go, if you have any questions or anything you want to say or anything at all, then go ahead.
I don't think that I do have any like particular questions.
Okay.
Yeah, but I've got a lot of knowledge.
Yeah, the number one thing for you, like all those things that I put in our chat, really good. The number one thing for you, practice. Like,
right. Yes.
all these things are down to practice. So if you just play, like, I reckon if you're thinking about these things and you play 50 more games, after those 50 games, you'll just feel that you're so much better at the game. And then, yeah, see
All right, so.
See how it goes.
All right, that sounds great. Yes. Thank you. This was actually a really amazing session.
All right, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, goodbye and good luck.
All right. Yeah. Good luck in your rank games, man.
Thanks. Bye.
See you later. Bye. Another really nice guy. It's nice.